At this point, I'd like to yield 5 minutes to Mr. Todd Akin from Missouri.
The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We rise today to discuss this resolution that is in two parts before us. The first part says that we support our troops. The second part says that we are not going to send them reinforcements. This seems to be kind of a curious proposition, almost a nonsensical proposition. How do you say you support and then say, but we don't want to send them any reinforcing troops? Certainly we say that we want to give them body armor, we want to give them up-armored Humvees, we want to send them tanks. But the most important thing that you need sometimes as troops is some other troops to support you. So we're saying, oh, we want support, but we don't want to support you. I mean, picture Davy Crockett at the Alamo. He's got his back to the wall. Santa Anna's got thousands of troops. So he gets his BlackBerry out. He checks with Congress. Congress says, hey, Davy, we really support you, but we're not going to send you any troops. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, this, as I said, this resolution has two parts. It says we support you, but we're not really going to send any troops over. The third part is what concerns me the most. As congressman, we have the responsibility to listen, to pay attention. If somebody has a better idea, that's just fine. Send your better idea forward. We're ready to be taught or to learn. If there's a better way to approach Iraq and the situation there, good. But this proposal has no positive suggestion whatsoever. It just says we support and we don't support. Now, all that does is to encourage our enemies. And without any positive recommendation, this can only be viewed as something which strengthens our opponent's hands. They say, goody, we've got the Americans all confused. They're saying support and don't support at the same time with no positive recommendations whatsoever. Now, I've heard people say this is a civil war. It's not really a civil war yet. If we pull all the troops out immediately, it'll turn into a civil war, no doubt about that. But what we do have is, we do know this, that the terrorists have been involved in setting one group of people against another. They blow up a holy place of the Shias, and the Shias start fighting the Sunnis. And so, yes, they have sparked a whole lot of unrest, particularly in Baghdad. It's not a civil war yet. But do we think that the terrorists aren't going to do the same thing in other countries where you have the one leadership with a majority of people in the other tribe? And so I don't think it's much of an escape to say, oh, well, this is a civil war. What it is it's a war against terrorists. And regardless of how you want to speculate what might happen if we leave all of a sudden, at least I would respect the Democrats more if you just simply say we need to cut and run, or we need to stay where we are. But don't just leave a blank piece of paper and say we support and don't support. It doesn't make any sense. All it does is help the enemy. Now, it seems to me that we need to, as Americans, one more time, as we have in the past, take a good serious gut check. I have a chance to speak to American audiences everywhere and lots of little kids, and I almost always ask the same question. I ask the question, if you were to take America that you love and condense it down as to what do you really believe about this country, what's the heart and core of America, the answer that I almost always get is the word freedom. But freedom needs a little bit more definition. The Tiananmen Square Chinese students wanted freedom, and they greased the tank treads with their bodies, but they didn't get freedom. Just because you want freedom doesn't mean you can have it. So what is the heart of what we believe as Americans? Well, I'll tell you, the first time we went to war, we stated that, and we had quite an argument and discussion about it. And it was put in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these is life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, and the job of government is to protect those basic, fundamental, God-given rights. And that's what they believed. And they had to decide, are we going to fight the British or not? Those are the things that I taught to my children. This is a picture of the Marine Club with my 9-year-old son standing here saluting the flag as it's going up. And we taught him that there are some things in this world that are worth dying for, and that one of those things is the fact that God gives us basic, inalienable rights. That little Marine Club kid has grown up. There he is in Fallujah, 2005. That's the cache of terrorist weapons that they found in Fallujah. He has grown up. He understands the risk to his life. He almost died in Fallujah. He believes, as I do, that there are some things in this world that are worth defending. This is not a war about a civil war. This is head-to-head with terrorists. And is it surprising that we find ourselves...
Gentleman's time has expired.
Can you handle 30 seconds? Yield, gentleman, 30 seconds.
Gentleman has 30 seconds.
Is it surprising that we find ourselves fighting terrorists? Terrorists believe we blow up innocent people to make a political statement. We believe that the right to life comes from God. It's an inalienable right. The terrorists terrorize people to compel you to take your liberty away, and we believe liberty is a gift that comes from God. We are going head-to-head with people that have always been the enemies of America, and I'm concerned that if we do not stand up and show that we not only think that it's a nice idea in our declaration, but it's a conviction that we'll defend with our lives, that we will be fighting the terrorists.
Gentleman's
here.
time